Hello, YouTube viewers. It's Sensitive Michael, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called the Naruto Review. And like always, this podcast is brought to you by Screen Production. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand it. Now, before I begin, I'd like to say a few things. The last my last Naruto review I made a bunch of little mistakes with the names in my last Naruto review podcast, so I like to say sorry for that. Cause I botched a few names, botched a few names and missed the name of a few characters in that podcast. So I just to let you guys know that. Sorry about that. And also, in case you guys are wondering what that noise in the background, my neighbors are still doing a little bit of work in the backyard. So basically, in case you guys are wondering what that banging noise in the background, that is just my neighbors. Some neighbors doing some work in their backyard. So anyway, let's get into this spiel. Episode 443. Now, this episode starts off like this. Honda to the Katsushi had Naruto on her demon blood possession jutsu. So it seemed. Turns out, Naruto. Turns out that it was a Shuriken that Han had on his demon blood that's jutsu, and he disappeared, and a bunch of other shadow clones of Naruto appear out of nowhere and hit them with the Naruto Uzumaki was, and that's when the real Naruto appeared with Sasuke and Sakura, and said, so how you like my Naruto Uzumaki was, and Sasuke being dick, he's like, hey, it's a cheap riff or something like of the Lion Wars. So anyway, after a second bickering back and forth, so they asked Han like, Han, why you after us? He's like, and Han responded, I'm not after you. I just want to try out my jutsu on you guys. So anyway, that's when these weird kittens from the ground tried to. These weird kittens that took Kashi Sensei and the other senseis pop up to the ground and start to attack Naruto and others. Naruto and others managed to avoid getting captured, but Han managed to use his size to destroy all Naruto's shadow clones and got away. So meanwhile, Shikamaru and his gang was dealing with King Jiraiya, basically being Nagito, Kamo, and Yako, or AKA known as Pain. So anyway, Pain introduced himself to Shikamaru and them, just saying we are King Jiraiya. We are the students of the great Toshi Master Jiraiya. So basically, Shikamaru was very impressive. Shikamaru and others were very impressed, and Shikamaru asked like, why you two are attacking us. Turns out, Pain and the gang are tired of of all the villages taking their bit that being the Hidden Rangers like shit. So basically, Pain is saying we ain't gonna take this shit no by doing it. We're gonna kick your asses. So anyway, Kamo was fighting, Nagi was fighting Josie, and Pain was fighting Shikamaru with his long ass skinny sword. I gotta say, Pain looks more. I gotta say, it's kind of creepy to see Pain, it's a freak out of group. At the same time, I like Scary Pain. I like Scary Pain more than friendly, like Naruto Pain. Cause honestly, he's just too funny, but at the same time he will fuck you up. So anyway, Shikamaru managed to hold their ground and got away from Team Jiraiya. He got away to Team Jiraiya to regroup with the others. So anyway, meanwhile we see Hong with Kaji, his partner Kaji was carrying Kaji Shinja on his back. Turns out the reason why he was carrying Kashi Shinja because there was a bounty on Kashi Shinja's head. So was a bounty on Kashi Shinja's head. So was Guy, Kunai, and Azuma. So basically they got to this. So anyway, when they got to this abandoned village, Kaji dropped the Kashi on the ground and told Han to look after him while he go get Guy Sensei and get Guy Sensei, Kunai Sensei, and Azuma Sensei. That way they can take all four of them back to the collection office. So basically, the whole kidnap, they take them back to the collection office to get their money. I gotta say, Han and Kaji to say amen, ladies and gentlemen, the dream world. Anyway, meanwhile, we see Hinata's group tracking Han and Kaji with their special abilities, or was tracking using their special ability to track Kaji and Han. So basically they're on pursuit. Meanwhile, Naruto and others met up with Mark Lee and the others. Turns out they was at them, and turned out they was telling them that Dawson disappeared. Only thing was left for was one of these teleportation kunais that Naruto's father used. So Sasuke said the same thing, So they all decided to go. To go find the others, and we go and find out who's behind this, where Han and them are at, and shit, who's really behind this. So anyway, so they went just to the other. So they went just to the others So meanwhile, Shikamaru's group got to the Bandit Village. So from a high point, with the Bandit Village out and to see and checking it out from the high point, checking the village out from a hilltop. Everything seemed quiet until they saw these two young boys went into a house. So anyway, that's what Marvin said. Let's go down there and just go ask those boys some questions. So anyway. So when the boys went into the house, the little boy, the boys, turns out the boys left their teddy. Turns out the two boys left their teddy bear, and they wanted to get left their teddy bear behind. So they came back to get their teddy bear, but unnoticed for them, Teen Jiraiya was in the house. So anyway, that's when Pain said to the others, like, it brings back memories, don't it? Yeah. And that's when Nagi had a flashback of his childhood and shit. So anyway, that's when Shikamaru and his group into the house, and the two boys were scared of Shikamaru and the others. So anyway, Shikamaru and the others were just asking the boys some questions, and trying to let them know we come in peace and stuff. But the boys were very hesitated and scared of them, and that's when Nagi once again had a flashback of his childhood where a bunch of rogue ninjas killed his parents right in front of him, and that's when he started to freak out. He started to freak out, and Pain was like, enough of this, and he jumped downstairs and started to attack Shikamaru and others, but Nagi went not to use his wind style jutsu to blow a hole into the house, and the house is full, and that's when the house starts to sink into the ground. So Shikamaru and Shikamaru's gang and Teen Jiraiya managed to get out of the house, but the boys the two young boys wasn't so lucky. So that's when Pain and came up with like, what the hell was wrong? Like, what the hell was wrong with you? Not so, and I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. So anyway, the whole house sank into this big ass hole, and Teen Jiraiya went down there and to try to save the boys. But tried to save the boys. But because of the house being destroyed, it left a big smoke signal. That gave Naruto and the others located of Shikamaru's group, and this is how the episode ended. I gotta say, Nagi really has some issues. So anyway, like always, this is Sincere Michael signing off. Oh, by the way, I forgot. This wasn't a bad episode either. So anyway, later.